he was in a depression. His mother was trying to do something and his mother was saying something and then slapped his mom. You know, I say, yo.
Just when we thought this mess with Diddy couldn't get no worse, his ex-bodyguard Gene Deal has entered the chat once again, and he just spilled some major tea about the bizarre relationship that Diddy has with his mom, Janice Combs. Now, there have already been rumors that Janice was allegedly joining Diddy in his freak-off sessions, but Gene also claims that Diddy would sometimes put his hands on her and become very aggressive when he saw Janice talking to any other man. According to Gene, the real reason why Diddy fired him in the first place was because Janice was making inappropriate advances toward him, and this infuriated the hell out of Diddy. Chill, this explains a lot, because if Diddy is capable of treating his own mother like this, then of course he has no problem going out into the world and mistreating the other women in his life. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Gene was one of the first people to speak on Diddy's sinister behavior before Cassie even came out with her lawsuit, but he's been doing a lot more talking recently, and this time he spilled the tea about the crazy relationship between Diddy and his mom, Janice. But before we get into all that, I think I should give y'all a little background story on Janice and Diddy's relationship because it was messed up right from Diddy's childhood, specifically after Diddy lost his father. After his father's death, Janice was working 3 jobs, and allegedly was one of them. My mother worked 3 jobs and my grandmother worked 2. At an early age, I started my own paper route. Word on the street is, Janice would sometimes bring some of the men that she hooked up with to the house that she lived in with Diddy, and as a result of this, Diddy would witness her being intimate with these men. As if this wasn't bad enough for a young boy to witness, it's also been reported by multiple sources that his father was a gang leader in Harlem before he passed away. The article read, Diddy's dad, Melvin Combs, was a well-known Harlem gangster who had connections to both Frank Lucas and Nicky Barnes, and Janice was the boss's ride-or-die chick. After her own husband was brutally when Diddy was still a child, she took to raising young Sean on her own. Now, people have actually been speculating for a while now that Diddy and his mother's relationship goes deeper. These rumors came up again after a disturbing video of him and Janice kissing each other on the lips got to going viral.
She's getting a drip with me. She's hydrating. What's up, Ma?
Everything's good, baby. I'm here with you.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too. Baby.
Mine freshly dipped though. I was just trying to show you. Yeah, my mom's a single.
Mom's a single. I ain't gonna hate on my mom's. She's single. Me and my mom talked about one time doing a dating show with her. And she's so picky. She's so picky, they don't stand. But yeah, that'd be the funniest shit in the world.
It will be.
I don't even want to get started if she was doing that. We're not doing that. But yeah, my mom's single. Yeah, for real. Mom Duke know how to have a good time. She ain't sitting in the house playing. They outside moving and shaking, baby. She come with me to the strip club. I don't care. For real. It's my dog. You know, I want to live life. Be out here moving and grooving. My mom told me, she just said, keep moving, baby.
That's right.
Keep moving.
Don't stop.
She could touch the floor with her palms. You know? Flat. Oh! Take pew, pew, pew.
But it wasn't just the kiss that had people talking. If you look closely at the video, you'll see that Janice has her nails painted white. And we all know what white painted nails mean in Diddy's household. Cassie literally said in her lawsuit that Diddy would demand for her to wear white nails during they freak-offs. Diddy required Cassie to dress up in lingerie, wear white nail polish to contrast with the skin of the black workers, and cover herself in oil. But it doesn't end there, because Janice was also exposed some time ago for protecting and hiding Diddy's secrets over the years. Now, we all know by now that Diddy has stolen from a lot of his artists signed under Bad Boy Records. However, the person who's been on his neck over the years relentlessly calling him out is Mace. In fact, they got into it back in 2020 after Mace put Diddy on blast for only paying him $20K for his time at Bad Boy Records. Mace also revealed that he had offered Diddy over $2 million to buy out his publishing rights, but Diddy rejected the offer and told Mace he would only be down to sell it if he was able to match up an offer that he received from a certain European investor. According to Mace, the only person who has receipts on every bad thing that Diddy has done is his mom. Apparently, Diddy has put almost everything he owns in his mother's name so that in case things go down, he'll still be secured.
On receipts. Let's start with your mother. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts. You need more proof? Biggie ain't here, so Big can't give you no receipts. He dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts. He dead. What are you talking about? Who else? Black Rob can't give you receipts. He dead. And everybody else you made sign paperwork so they can't talk about what I'm talking about. I'm the only one with the guts. You're not signing. Because I ain't need the money. All money ain't good money. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. You know who to play with, nigga.
But it looks like Janice keeping all Diddy's secrets and literally holding him down all these years still ain't enough for her to be spared from him. Because according to Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal, Diddy used to put his hands on his mom a lot. Not only that, but he would disrespect the hell out of her on a consistent basis and treat her like she was one of his little girlfriends. According to Gene, the first time he heard Diddy mistreating his mom was when the president of Bad Boy Kirk Burroughs told him. Gene said he was aware that Diddy was verbally disrespectful to his mom, and he even checked him at one point for it. But he didn't know he was also getting physical with her until Kirk spilled the tea.
Have you spoke to anybody at Bad Boy since the news broke of Diddy and Cassie?
Well, I spoke to Kirk Burroughs, and he told me some shit, bro. It's some things that I didn't even know about way back in the past. You know, like when told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie and the way he treated women when he slapped his mother. And I was like, he did what? And Kirk Burroughs said, yeah. I just thought because of what he was going through with the, you know, the tragedy, it was like, I was stuck on stupid for a minute, but he was like, yeah, I thought that he would grow out of it, or it was just because all the he was going through when he slapped his own mother. I said, Kirk, let me tell you something. I said, Kirk, don't you remember when I told you when he cussed his mother out? And I think it was even that, Kirk, when we was getting in the limousine, he cussed his mother out. He told his mother to stay out of his mofo business. And I told him, man, you ever talk to your mother? You remember that situation? He said, yeah. I said, Kirk, why you didn't tell me then that he cussed that he slapped his mother? Because if you'd have told me to slap his mother, I'd have out of him, Kirk. He was like, Gene, I thought he was, you got to realize he was just a kid, and I thought he was going to grow out of it and all the stuff that he was going through. I said, my man, that's a bunch of bull right there. You understand? Somebody should have whooped his way back then. When you do your mother like that, you don't care about no woman in the street. And he was like, I know, Gene, but he was just a kid. This came from Kirk Burroughs' mouth himself. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Had I known that back then, yeah, I wouldn't have worked for no dude like that, man. I wouldn't even F with him. I'd have told all the dudes in the same gang, and we probably would have out of him when he came around.
Gene then went on to detail the exact time that he had to put Diddy in his place for talking to his mama crazy.
I remember we was in the car. It was me, Puff, and his mother got in the car with us, and we was in the limousine. We was on, was it 20 West 19th Street or 5 West 19th Street? That was the first Bad Boy office when they came into Manhattan. Not the Scarsdale shit. I'm talking when they got the first official Bad Boy office in Manhattan. Yo, his mother got in the car. He was on the phone talking about somebody to something. And then he said to his mother, yo, Didn't I tell you to stay out my MF business? Yo, I want to snatch the shadow off him. I said, boy, who you talking to? I said, if you ever talk to your mother like that again, around me, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. I said, boy, if you ever talk to your mama like that again around me, I'm gonna beat the shit out you. But Gene, I told her to stay out of business. Let me just say this to you right now. If she wasn't for her, you wouldn't have no business. And Miss Combs sit there and quiet as a church mouse. And he ain't say nothing. He ain't say a word. Because he knew I was serious. I wasn't playing with him.
Oh, but it didn't end there, because after all the times that Gene had to step in and defend Janice from Diddy, Janice started to have a little crush on him. And this caused some serious tension between Gene and Diddy, which eventually led to Diddy firing Gene.
She didn't say anything about, and you too, Gene Deal. And maybe because she might still find me sexy. She say she looking.
What you mean by that? His mom was trying to talk to you back then?
I don't wanna. What? What? That's how we fell out, bruh. Yo, one day, Puff and Justin was in the office, right? And
Right.
sometimes I gotta watch Justin, but since the grandma up there, you know, she watching Justin sometimes, I still gotta keep my eye on Puff. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know who security gonna let up sometimes, and this, that, and the third. So it used to like she used to have a restaurant, and she used to bring food up to the office and give it to people, right? So this one particular time, you know, she used to always like do innuendos to me. Gene, why you don't never Gene, why you don't never, Gene, why you don't like this? But I never even, you know, paid her any attention because it's always Miss Combs. It ain't Mama Combs, it ain't Janice, it's Miss Combs. You understand? I gave her that respect. But she used to always throw in the windows, and you know when somebody find you somewhat attractive. And then because I used to get in Puff used to be disrespectful around his mother. You understand? I'm glad they got a better relationship and they got a better understanding, because she know I said it before. You understand? We was in the office one time. This one time, Justin heard, she brought some food up. And she like, Gene, I need you to go downstairs and get this food out the truck or the van or whatever she had on down there. I need you to get out there. I said, and all these people's in the office. It's 1,000 interns that could have did that shit. But I know she just wanted to show that she had power over me, and I would never give her no power over me. You understand? Because she used to always ask me to do shit. I know what, you know, she probably really wanted me to do, but I wasn't feeling that. So now, I'm sitting there like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not here for that. So she got all riled up. Everybody do what I tell them to do except you. Who do you think you are? Stuff like that. I said, I'm here for Puff. Anything happen to him while I go down there getting your food, it's a situation. Puff overheard the thing. And Puff came out and said, yo, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Why you always messing with Gene? Leave Gene alone. This came out his own mouth in his office. And there's people who was there who witnessed it. And from that point on, Paul started getting this other dude from my block, around our block, named Stretch, because he was NYPD, to take my days. And I just said to myself, man, I ain't with that no more. And that's how we fell out. That's how it ended. That's how it ended.
So she was trying to get that shit on the low. She was trying to come on to you. That's why she kept messing with you. But you wasn't going for it. You wasn't checking for it like that. You wasn't interested.
Not at all.
So as y'all can see, a lot has happened between Diddy and his mom, and Gene was there to witness all of it. And from everything that Gene has said, it seems like Diddy learned everything he knows from his mama. They have an extremely toxic mother-son relationship, but she doesn't plan on ratting him out despite him mistreating her too. As usual, people have their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said, "These stories just get deeper. If nobody checked him about hitting his mother, there's a chance he would feel comfortable doing it again." Another person said, "What was done in the dark is coming to light. Diddy really thought he was going to live his life without any of this coming out. Regardless, he's gonna have to answer to God in the end." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think about Diddy allegedly putting his hands on his mama? And do y'all think Janice is also in on the whole thing? Y'all been knew what to do? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.